All right, everybody over on Facebook, YouTube, all that good stuff. Welcome. Hey, what up, Jake? Uh, welcome in. We are out at Stippo Lake again today because the river levels are way too low. Like I would be out of the kayak walking the majority of the time. I don't have time for that today, so we're not doing that. Instead, we are back out at Stippo Lake, which the water level here is super low. The area that we normally bank fish from that you all are familiar with, those that have watched us in the past, it's about, I don't even know. It's a good 5 feet back from where the water level is at the moment. Normally it's right up against it. So the water level is super low. We're floating around in the fishing pier area at the moment before we start moving into some of these other spots. We've had a few bites. We've lost one worm. It took us a while to get you guys online over there, but we're going now. So, with it being post Labor Day, it's going to be a lot quieter here. Way fewer boats out, way fewer people out. So, see how this all goes. I do have two. I don't know why I've got so much water coming in today either, but we'll just have to keep an eye on that. It's only on one side. I forgot that I do not have my other rod holder anymore, so that could make this very interesting. But we'll see how this all goes. But being as low as it is, that should help push the fish out away from the weeds a little bit more. So we should be better off with the bugs and everything this time than we normally are when we're out here. But we're gonna move over here. Luckily, at the moment, wind is low, so we're not having too much trouble navigating. Gotta watch. There's somebody fishing over here. Hey there. We'll see. It's water's a little low. That has no bait on it. That's not gonna do it. Ain't good. I'm fishing for whatever will bite. Yeah. Typically out here I get channel cats. But yeah, I caught was about a 3-pound carp on the other side of the lake a couple weeks ago. There are definitely fish over here because they're swimming around a lot, bubbling a lot. Will they come play? Who knows? Not really. Yeah, I don't normally do artificials just because I'm not as good with them. But I've got a guy that supplies me with soft bait or, plastics and stuff. But shout out to Bubaville Custom Baits. I may be stuck in the weeds here and get around it. Yeah, we're stuck, I bet. Yeah, we're gonna be stuck. Luckily, it's up top that we're stuck this time. Right. Oh, we're gonna get the bugs. We're gonna get the bugs. We're gonna get the bugs. Go. And we're out of it. All right. The water is just so low. The reeds over there that typically you got to watch get stuck in are not even in the water. I said should be forcing the fish out, which is good, but only if they're actually going to force out and not just go deeper where they can stay put. I try to get you guys in the shade for a minute so the phones can cool for a while. Said we know they're in here. It's just a matter of getting them something they want. All right, we're gonna let that sit. While it sits, I'm gonna go ahead and put a shrimp on the other line, and we're just gonna see if maybe we can pull in something sitting out here. They're super frozen, so we need to frost a little bit. Go. We're gonna let that sit. Oh, crane's out. All right, they're all jumping in a circle over here. All right, we're gonna move forward a little bit here. I'm not sure if we've got something on the back or if I'm just dragging. Just dragging, looks like. Ooh, that was a bite. Yeah. There's something playing with it. Just something trying to get the worm off. Just a little bit left. We'll see if anything wants it or not. What up, Matt? Yeah, we're working on it. Um, right here, there's normally not biggins. There's definitely fish. The biggins are further out. We're gonna work our way that direction. Oh, another kayaker out now. Oh, it's like I've seen that guy before. We've been getting some bites. We've had a few big bites. Just nothing hitting the hook. Which that's the bad thing about this lake is that the fish are very sneaky and are masters at stealing bait without getting even registering that they've been there. There's still fish swimming around here. I can see it's just we keep floating a little bit back. So we're gonna move on from here in a little bit. So we're just checking everything out first. Then we're gonna start moving to more of the places that are kayak exclusive here. Something about to jump right next to me. Looks like. we're gonna go ahead and move out from here. Check on the back pole. See if anything's going on. Which room? So I am using raw shrimp and night crawlers. The raw shrimp is kind of Ned rigged. And so it kind of gives a spinny presentation in the water. And then the worm is also kind of Texas rigged in a way. It's just that it's live. So yeah. We typically are using live bait on these streams because I'm much better with live bait. I have caught fish with artificials, just not many. I've caught way more with using night crawlers and shrimp specifically. Something bubbling right here by me. You can't attract it at all. It's moving the wrong direction. Oh man, there's a couple of them. And now that one that we were chasing just jumped. That's so for those that are new, we are out quite a bit most weeks. But one of the things that we also just finished creating and launching and everything, it's in beta testing, is the new website. This website will have things like blogs, tips, information about our streams, stuff like that. But it also has this nice little feature that is the location database. So we discovered that we were not alone in realizing that the information that we actually would like to have to decide where to go places and to be able to plan out trips and things like that are not available on those bigger apps like Fishbrain or anything like that. They give you a lot of information, but they don't give you the information that actually is helpful in making decisions when you have very limited time, uh, or have kids with you or anything like that. And so we have created this new database for users to be able to go in and submit their favorite spots. You don't have to give information as far as what you throw or anything like that, but we want to be able to collect information for people to be able to search and find places like this where there's ADA access throughout the entire park. There are public restrooms. You can buy food and drink here. You can buy bait here. When it's not after Labor Day, you're able to rent kayaks here. Uh, you know, you're allowed motorboats on, like gas motorboats on this lake, which you're not in a lot of other places around here. Um, what fish have we seen? Not what they say is in the lake. What have we seen? We know for a fact we've seen. It's got blue cats. It's got channel cats. It's got carp. It's got bluegill. It's got green sunfish. It's got largemouth. We also know right overhead of us right now, there's some bald eagles flying around because they just, it's a preserve for them. People that like to come out bird watching, they can now find that information on here. There's hiking trails. There's a public library straight ahead of us that's a part of this little park here. So like all that kind of stuff is information that's more helpful for those of us, especially those of us with kids, those of us with limited time, that we can't spend a bunch of time waiting on to get information, all that. Sorry over there on Twitch and or Facebook and or YouTube. It's giving me a lot of trouble getting your comments. Let's see. Let's see what it says. Time fit. No, I have not caught anything yet. We have gotten some bites. We've only been out for maybe a half hour, if even. We've got a lot of bites. We're just kind of floating around at the moment on our way to the spot that we know the fish are. We were floating around in the fishing pier area, but it is super shallow. And because it's shallow, the fish are not as uh, picky as they normally are. At least the fish that are still sitting over there. So we're gonna go out a little bit deeper. We are gonna troll a shrimp on top of having a night crawler that we're gonna finesse, and something just jumped right next to us over there. So we're gonna go ahead and finesse it for a minute. Eventually, I should be able to actually get the comments, but until my phone decides to wake up over there, I won't be able to, unfortunately. But yeah, the website is live, so go check that out. It's a super long URL, but it's in the description on wherever you're watching. It should be in the description. And then on top of that, um, those of you on Twitch, Facebook, YouTube, there's a URL and a little picture there or there's a QR code and a URL. And then those of you over on TikTok, like I said, you can get it from in the bio. There should be the link there. I don't know why I cannot get my comment section loaded over on Twitch today. A couple more kayakers out. They're all headed over where I was headed, unfortunately. They just went straight there instead of taking their time like I was. All right, we're going to actually just go ahead and troll both for now. And start moving that direction before we lose all the spots. All right. The good news is the water level in the boat is going down. I don't know why. I always take on more water here than I do anywhere else. But we're already starting to watch it go down, so we're good to go there. We're gonna try to go straight ahead and get in there a little bit. I have something in my shoe I need to know also. Giant rock. Not sure how that got in there. Did I already take it down? Or am I not near yet? There's also, I'm hoping to get it on camera here. There's also a sea monster like thing they stick out in the water this time of year. I don't see it at the moment. It was out last time we were here a couple of weeks ago. Kind of weird if they already took it down. Normally they keep it out through November. Ooh, the fish just jumped. They're active over here. We're gonna need to just stay away from that guy who I think has a fish on right now. Gosh, they're jumping everywhere around here. There's fish right here by me. Hey, what up, Gio? So I'm having a little issue here, Gio, in that I cannot see your guys' comments without having to like really dive in deep to be able to try to read it off the side. So if I miss a comment, sorry. We know there's a couple fish swimming around in here because we keep seeing them surface, we keep seeing them jump, we keep seeing them bubble, all the good stuff. So we'll just see if anything comes for them or not. We're gonna toss this guy out and jig it for a minute. We're in a very awkward position here. Oh, the guy over there's got a bass. All right, we're gonna head to a different section than where that guy's at, obviously. Which is annoying because that is exactly where we were originally headed. Just nobody was out here when we started, so we took our time to get over there. All right, we're gonna go ahead and move up a little bit. Some just jumped right behind us. Someone's jumping right in front of us too. Let's head over where we were wanting to go. That's the general area that we were wanting to go. I put the duck feather in my shoe. There's a turtle up here. Very large turtle. Or is that the sea snake? Water snake, whatever you want to call it. Not sure what that is actually. Let's see. Oh, this one. Is that a stick? Maybe that's a stick. Nope, it just swam down. It's definitely a turtle. Got a little bit. I'm still on. We're gonna put a bigger worm on here. We're out where the bigger fish are now. And just jumped over there. Just dropped the worm in the water. All right, let's go ahead and turn this guy off here. Ooh, something's chasing. Let's get around so we don't get stuck. I need to fix the other line because it's getting tangled up. Bail. We may lose this line here. Nope. Okay. Fish jump behind me. I don't know why we're getting so many knots in this line here. The catfish must be close to the surface over here. So I can hear it burning. All right, let's get it out of here. There's something right here. Maybe a turtle. We had a little bite, but we're gonna keep moving around here. I don't seem to be getting anything over here. I don't want to get in that guy's way either. So we may scoot on up towards the other side of the lake a little bit. Oh, there's some movement up here in the water. Oops, something's chasing. me scoot up a little bit. We're drifting too much. So we're just gonna toss in here once or twice and then keep moving around. Ooh, we got bites, yeah. Big bites. I don't know if you got the worm off or not. Not sure. I think you got the worm. No, it did not. I got most of the worm, not all of it. We're still have a worm. Let's try it again. So I said this lake, unfortunately, is one that they know how to get the worms off without much trouble. Maybe one more worm into here. Let's get a bigger worm on real fast. And then we may also try one shrimp back there also. Let's see what we can do with this. Turn back around. One more cast. And then when I move to a new location, that kid's getting ready to move to. Probably right where I was going to go this time again. All right, let's go ahead and move to a new spot. Hey, Gio, congrats, bud. That's awesome. Sorry, like I said, I'm not getting my comments the way I normally do, so I didn't see it until just now. But we're in the... I know I'm gonna regret this. We're doing it one more time. I can see them swimming around here. Something right here in the pads too. We're about to use the worm. All right. We're gonna go ahead and move forward a little bit here. Let's go around this guy so we don't disturb. Choppers flying over the lake at the moment. Three. Stuff. Missed my spot. Oh, totally stuck. Hopefully I didn't lose my worm. Nope. All right. Well, we're gonna have to keep moving because I am not hitting my spots with this. So what I did was I took the reel off of the one that broke out here a few weeks ago. Put it on the rod of the other spinning reel that we've been using that we always seems to get tangled up in that. And it's a lot longer, and so my aim with it is not as good as it used to be. Go right out here a little bit. We're almost there. Go. So we're gonna keep moving through the channel over here in a minute. Got something jumping nearby. All right, we're gonna keep moving forward. Throw over here. Oh, it's hard. What? Okay, hang on. TikTok is making me do an update in the middle of the stream. What the heck? No, it wasn't TikTok. Never mind. I got a random thing. My phone started automatically doing an update, and it looked like it was for TikTok. It was for a completely random app that somehow overrode the live stream. Not sure how that works, but I've never had that happen before. All right, we're gonna go ahead and keep on moving up. Yeah, so Gio, we are in the middle of a drought apparently here. And so the water levels everywhere are super low. So that's why we're on this little lake instead of the river like we had originally planned. The river is not passable by kayak at the moment. It's too low. And so we're out here instead. But the water level here is just as bad. So this is where we a lot of times you've seen us bank fish from here. With the picnic tables and there's a boat and everything that we're throwing at all the time, all that. Well, the water level there is about 5. Normally the water is right up against where we're at. Right now there's about 5 feet of just barren rock between it and the water level because it's just so low. So the fish are a little shy because there's not as much water in the lake. Um, it's also fall. It's also we had temperature changes and things like that, and there's all sorts of different stuff. But the water level is part of the issue. There's not nearly as many places for me to be able to go as normal. We've had quite a few big bites. It's just nothing that has latched on. They're a little more picky today. something moving over here. Let's sit for a minute and see if it can track something. Wind's getting a little rough here. All right, we're gonna go ahead and keep moving forward towards where we normally get those bigger guys anyway. I don't know what to expect over here though for the water level, so we'll just have to see. Yeah, like there are rocks and stuff right here that I normally never see. There must be some cats in here because every time I go by, there's clouds of mud and dust that just keep shooting up. There's something back here. Another eagle flying over. Sure if that was a bite or I caught a rock. We're gonna go ahead and keep moving up. The water in here is just very murky. Also makes it a little difficult to know what to do as far as where to go when it's this low. Like these trees right here are normally submerged completely. They're completely out of the water. I wonder how many lures there are stuck on that thing. I imagine the people that live here already have collected them though. There's entire sections of this lake that normally you can't get to because the water level is so high that suddenly are now open. We're gonna try just to get to where that carp was that last time. I just lost my worm. I think we're just gonna give up casting. No, we still have, oh yeah, we lost the worm. All right, we're gonna go ahead and move where we want to go, and then we will put new bait on and get where we need to go. Hopefully, get some fish up here soon. So we've had quite a few big bites, just nothing that we've landed yet. So there's a good spot right over here. So a lot of these places don't look as accessible when the water's up, but right now there's a lot of ducks over there. I probably don't want to miss it. Ducks are probably gonna prevent me from getting any fish there. I'm interested to see what's back here. So right here is that spot that we've tried multiple times during like him on the road and stuff, and we've lost a lot of hooks, a lot of lures. So I'm gonna go back and see what's back here when it's actually low. Get an idea of why I keep losing so much stuff. Even though we've gotten bites, we know there's fish in there. It's just looks like someone on the bank caught one. Ducks are trying to navigate their way through the lily pads. They're on a jungle trek or something. All right, here we go. We're almost where we're going to explore for a minute. Ah, all right. So back here is where we typically see a good amount of fish. We also are always losing some. The ground is much higher than it looked. Like you should be able to see it here soon. Oh, there you go, right at the top of the screen. As you'll see, that's a sandbar. or well, mud bar, but that's why we lose so much stuff back here. So this is not nearly as deep as it looks. Someone just jumped to the left of me, though. There's a crow over there. This is where I wish I had like an actual nice camera, like picture camera. That'd be a good shot. I can actually see around. Oh yeah, it is so low. I'm picking up dirt at the moment as I go. So unless the lake is high, I don't think it's worth throwing back here. There's a huge log that just showed up. There's a cat right there though. But it's right next to that log. I wonder if I just drop in. There's a little bit of wormwood, so I can see. Just drop right here where I can see wood. Fuck not. Worm on there. Do anything. We're just gonna real quick for this just to see. So we know they're cats, so we can see them. Oh, that didn't work. Oh, this is completely knotted up. All right, get that idea. All right, let's get out of here before we hit anything. And we'll keep moving around. My ducks out here today. Way more than one. So again, those that are new or just joining, so we stream quite a bit, but at least while it's nice out, we'll see what happens once the winter comes. But we just launched a new website that has a super long URL at the moment, so I'm not going to try to say it, but you can find it in the bio over on TikTok. You can find it on the screen at the moment. Everywhere else, this website has some vlogs with some like help with identifying fish, help with knowing terms, help with water safety, things like that. It also, though, the big thing that we want to highlight is it has this database, and this database is one that's user fed, which means we need some involvement, things like that. this database holds locations of water. So this is not you having to give away your secret fishing spot. This is you helping other people know what to expect when they arrive somewhere. So things like, am I going to be able to park or am I going to have to hike? Is it something where there's actually access for the canoes, the kayaks, or no? Um, is there ADA access? Is there bathrooms? Is there bait that's for sale? Do they rent out kayaks? What color? Can I actually see the bottom or not? Um, is there other stuff going on at the park? So things like playgrounds or hiking trails, biking trails, running trails. If you're geo over there, over on Twitch, all that good stuff. Um, so to find all of that, if you go to the website, which again you can find the link in the bio over on TikTok, or you can get there through the QR code or the URL that's on the screen everywhere else. Go to the locations database, and then there's a form that you can submit to help people be able to find their next place to go. We want to make things easier for people to be able to get outside and do what they're wanting to do. Even when they think they don't have enough time, this saves some time by knowing things ahead of time, not having to waste your time trying to scout out a place that you can't even get to, things like that. So go check out that. We got fish jumping up here. Let's go ahead and get a new worm on. There are a bunch of fish jumping right here. This is an area that typically is not really, it's so, it's moving so fast we can't normally get over here. But the water down like this. Next week, I don't know exactly what it's going to look like in terms of streaming. I should be on Friday for Kingdom on the Road and for the pre-stream and all that. So Friday should be a normal. And then we don't know what's going to happen after Friday because the weather's weird. There's a lot of other factors, all that. So we don't actually know what streaming is going to look like, but we will do what we can. Hey, Alex, what up? What up? What up? More wind over here than we have had in the rooms. All right, we're gonna move further down towards the carp area. See if I don't get a bite here first. Nope. All right, let's keep on trucking down here. There's something like directly beneath me 'cause we saw the bubbles there. Toss in here real fast. All right, we're just gonna float backwards a little bit, drag this thing through all these bubbles here. See if we don't get anything. There was a bite. Had a bite, but nothing else. Oh crud. Oh, I screwed up big. All right, hold on, everybody. We gotta go get that. I threw that straight into the pads because the wind took it. Just had gotten that worm back on, I know. Goodness, there's just movement everywhere behind me. All right, we got it out. There's just movement everywhere. It's just nobody's wanting to go after it. Frog just jumped. Oh, yeah. Oh, we got one. I don't know what it is, but we got something. Good cat. Got him. Another channel cat. There we go. Okay, dude, stop. Uh-oh. My pliers are gone. That ain't good. I have to use the rusty ones. I can't even get these open, though. Come on, dude. Just... so close to getting out. It just won't. I know, I'm trying. All right, I gotta figure out where the pliers went. Tried to take my net to the bottom there. I'm swimming around. I look for my pliers. Where did they go? Here. Nope. Well, this is interesting. What happened to all my tools? They are not in, or they should be. In here, maybe? There's that. That's not gonna help, though. All I found are my scissors. I haven't found the pliers. Dude, calm down. All right, we're gonna have to work a little bit more and get the hook out by hand. Come on, let go. Goodness, it's stuck. So are my pliers. Okay. Oh, there's where it's stuck at. Okay. Got it. There it goes. All right. This is a good sized cat right here. Try to get a good picture. I'm gonna let him go. Took a little bit to get the hook out, but we got it out finally. I gotta figure out what happened to my other pliers. I don't know where they went. That's right. We got one on the board. There we go. Can't even get the hook out of my pliers now. There it goes. We have a fish. Everyone, we have a fish. The annoying thing is that I actually could have kept the worm if I had been able to get him off the hook the first time. He threw the worm off that third time he went in the water when I was trying to get the pliers out. Stuff. All right, there we go. All right, we need to move up back where we were because we've drifted a little bit. Goodness, this area back here is where we caught that carp about a month ago. And the spot that we caught him in is all just straight up rocks now. Like the water is down that far. And they're dry rocks. Like there hasn't been water there for a while. Which means he's probably moved on from here, I would imagine. Something big right here. That may be a turtle. There's a giant duck staring at us. We can get that interview or not. Oh yeah, sorry, my bad. Duck right there. Couple ducks back there. Can't get open the shade a little bit here. Oop, might have a bite. Something that just went swim in that direction. Any dragonflies getting all over me here. There's something underneath the water doing circles, and it's causing me to turn with it. Oh, we had a bite. Is there a giant? There are some back here. Ooh, hang on, we got bites. So I caught about, it was like a 3.5 pound carp right in this spot about a month ago. Ooh, I'm not sure if I'm stuck or if I've got a fish on. I think I'm stuck. And then this location just across the lake is where we pulled in quite a few good sized cats. Not as good as the one we caught last week in Mogador, but which I haven't actually said on the stream yet. We found out, thanks to one of our Facebook friends, that catfish we caught last week on the stream that none of you actually saw because the cameras were all cutting out while we were doing it. Qualified me for Fish Ohio, which is means I should be getting the 2025 pin here soon. We are getting up to the end of the channel here, which means that we're gonna move a little bit more out here. Some just surfaced right here by us. I think that may have been a turtle. Wind's blowing us a little bit more than we want it here. Actually, with it low, I may actually be able to get all the way over there. I've never actually been to the other side. Again, when the water's high, it's hard to pass through some of these spots, but when it's low like this, new lanes open up. Which I agree, it should be the opposite, but for some reason it doesn't seem like that today, at least. Oh, that didn't work. Let's just go see if we can't get over there. Like that right there. I've never been able to get back there. We're gonna try it. But when the water's higher, it makes it a little difficult to get in there. But today I might be able. Looks like the eagles are all nested over there, so I may not actually be allowed over the other spot. We'll find out. Let's get through these pads. I don't know if those are real swans up there. I don't think so. There's a big log right here. A couple big logs right here. We should get at least a bite out of this. They're all circling around it. All right. Well, that was pointless. Although we did get back here for the first time, so that was good. Let's keep moving on up. I think we actually can get back there where the eagles are. There's a lot of movement right here, too. Those are ducks over there now. The eagles have moved on. Unless the light was just hitting them different earlier. We're just backing up through everything here. There's spots that look like catfish underwater that we're just dragging the worm through, see if any of them are hungry or not. We're gonna go ahead and reel in now. And then we're gonna keep moving forward, paddling at least. Temperature is starting to go up. And so when we got here, it was only 55. Feels like we're in the 70s now, probably. Yeah, we're going to try this over here first. Got it in the pads. Correct. There we go. Got that pads. Bite. I don't know if they're coming back or not. I think it got my worm. Pretty much, you got the worm. All right, we're gonna throw back down one more time here, and then we'll go over in the trees over there. Got a bite, small bite. All right, we're gonna try to go through these here. Let's see what's on our side over here. Oh, those bugs are bad. Oh, they're not as bad as they think they are. There go the ducks. Ooh, bite. Got one. It's on, whatever it is. Just trying to go under the boat. Oh boy, we are bending. Oh, another catfish. But hopefully this one be a little bit easier to get out than that last one was. Never know though. We'll see. Trying to take my net to the bottom. This guy, I think, is longer than the other one was. This one looks like a flathead on a channel. Whew. Open up. Ouch. He's chomping hard. Dude, calm yourself down. This one looks like a flathead rather than a channel cat. It's gonna be another tough one to get out because he's squirming so much. Come on, dude, just release it. All right. Just gonna get the hook out of the net now, and then we'll be in good shape to go here. How in the world did this happen? The hook is somehow wrapped around the net. All right. This guy's at least probably 1.5 pounds. Number 2. There he goes. Yes, Alex. Yeah, that's another cat. Both of them are catfish. I think the first one was definitely a channel cat. That one looked like it may have been a flathead, not a channel. Um, and I was actually able to manage to keep my worm that time too. Don't know that anything's going to go after that worm because of how small it is now, but we'll take it. All righty. Oh, we lost it. Whatever it was. There's something way in the back. Oh, crud. Well, that came out luckily, but not towards our face. So I have a feeling we don't have a worm on that one anymore. Yeah, that's right. So directly in front, not in front of you, but in front of me, by the tree there, behind the tree there is something that is back there. I just don't know that I can get to it. There's some stuff swimming around right here though too. But I got somebody's attention. I don't know if you guys can see the bubbles there or not. Like this whole area is normally underwater back here. But not right now. Throw back one time. See if we don't pick up any stragglers, and then we'll start heading back out of this little area. This was nice back here, though. We at least got a cat out of it. Oh, we got stuff on. There we go. Oh, we got something on though. Sure. We have some honor. Must have been stuck on something there. All right, we're gonna go ahead and move out of here towards some of these other spots that we go to typically. So it's nice being able to get back here. That we've never gotten back here. So again, those of you that are new or just joining in, we are out at Sippo Lake today because the water level at the rivers is so low. The water level here is so low, but we pulled in 2 cats so far. I'm gonna try to get through here as fast as possible to avoid all these bugs. Yeah. Anyway, but we stream pretty regularly right now while the weather is still nice enough to do it. We'll see how it goes once things get cold. But for now, at least we're out. We do have a new website up and running. This website is one that is not just for the streaming. So on our website, which is a super long URL because we are still in the midst of beta testing it and we're not paying for it yet. There is a couple of things there. So there are some blogs there to help with people that are just learning. Things like how to identify fish, things like terminology stuff, water safety things. Do I have a fish on already? And he's just swimming towards me? No. That kind of stuff. But then also, there is this thing that we are calling the location database. So what it is a place for its user inputted information about different spots of water and parks and things like that. So it's not like the ones that you typically find on some of those big name apps. Those ones provide a lot of information and tell you what to throw and where the fish are and all that kind of stuff. That's not what we're going for. What we're looking for instead is it is information that I think is a little bit more helpful for those of us that have limited time or have kids or have other needs that have to be met when we're going out. So it's going to attract things like, can I park anywhere? Is there a parking lot? Is it just street parking? I have to hope that I can find something. Is there actually access for the kayaks? Is there boat access? Do they rent boats and kayaks and things like that? All that kind of stuff. Do they sell bait? Are there public restrooms? That's kind of stuff that I find a little bit more helpful, especially for those of us that are just trying to get out when we can, um, and aren't able to spend a ton of time researching just to find out that we were looking at an outdated map. And so now we've wasted travel time, we've wasted research time, we wasted all this other stuff. So if you are interested in helping us fill that out, if you go to the website, which like I said, those of you on TikTok, the website link is in the bio. Those of you that are watching somewhere else, the little QR code that is on the screen right now will take you there. But if you look closely at the picture, it also has the URL information there also. And then when you get there, you just click location database. Uh, and then there's a button that says to submit, and you can submit your location there. If you're looking for places that I have been, you can find them already in there. And we do have one or two, I don't know if there was two or one or two submissions from other people already as well, but it's still in this area of Ohio. So if you're looking to help out people that are more local to you, then go ahead and give us that information. We'll get it inputted and help some people be able to get out and about a little bit more. It doesn't even have to be fishing related. So if you're just wanting to get out on the water, you're a kayaker, put that information in. If you're wanting to just get out and be near water and you're looking for a place for picnicking, for hiking, horse trails, bike trails, whatever it might be, playgrounds for the kids, all that kind of information is stuff I want to be able to track on there. So feel free to input all of that and help some other people be able to get out and about this fall, everything like that. If you want to be able to help us get hang on, we got bites. Hold that thought. We had big bites and now it's let up. I may have missed it. Oh, not sure what's going on here. Maybe we have some on that's super small. No, we had a lot of big bites and tugs, and every time we stopped, they kept pulling, but it wasn't actually on. It was odd. Anyway, if you're looking to help us finance this, because we're hoping this is going to be a free option for people to be able to get out and do this kind of stuff. So um, we do have a Patreon. It's patreon.com. Oh, there's a turtle right in front of me. / Misfits Outdoors. And so there's a bunch of different levels there that you'd be able to help us get this financed and all that. And then there is a ton of exclusive merchandise. We were able to access a few extra things that we normally can't. And so we took advantage of it and are offering that kind of stuff there as well. If you are a business looking to sponsor and get some ads on the page also, you can either reach out or you can actually do so through Patreon. There's a slot, I think the $50 and $100 level slots give access to be able to be added as a sponsor to the website as well. Getting bites again. I think it might be on. We might actually have a fish on. Nope. There's something in there though that's playing with it a lot. Try it one more time. And then we're going to move forward a little bit. I don't know what is going on. All right, we are going to skip going that direction where we were originally headed, and we're going to head over by where we normally get that big guy, just for time's sake. Some just jumped big over there. This is driving me nuts. I don't know what is going on over here. I keep getting huge hits, and it feels like they're on, and then they just let go when I try to set the hook. Now it feels like maybe there's nothing on the hook. Yeah, that one got the worm off. All right, let's go ahead and just move downward a little bit. Ooh, we might be able to do something over here. Hang on. This is interesting. It's amazing how different this lake is when the water is down like this. Like, it's almost like it's a completely different lake. Ooh, yeah. We might be able to get something back here. Oh, there's the heron too. There's something back there. Let's get moving real fast. Let's get moved up there. Man, it's wind. It's not helpful. I think this was maybe a little pointless because these guys back here don't seem to be interested. They're jumping. They're bubbling. They're not really interested in anything. So we're gonna go ahead and move out of here once these guys pass us. Ooh, you know. Okay. Yeah. No, we're gonna go ahead and move down to a different section of this spot. Alright, pull my feet off for a second there. Ooh, perfect spot. He almost tipped. And I'm not sure why. Right in appearance where that blue cat normally sits. Let's see if there's anybody home back here today or not. All right, there's one other spot over here we're gonna throw real quick. Oh my goodness! What in the world was that? Something just about hit us back here. There's something right here. Keep going because we're gonna get stuck back here with all these bugs. I don't know what that was that jumped at us, but it jumped. Uh-oh. Are we stuck on something? We're loose. Lost the worm, but we're loose. All right, let's go ahead then and move forward, actually, rather than put another one out. The wind is getting a little strong, so it's making it a little difficult now. Stay where we want. Let's go ahead and move back the other direction. Somebody in the woods just singing a song, apparently. So yeah, it's one thing that again we have on that database EBL file. There's hiking trails all throughout this park, as well as there's a public library straight ahead of me. That's kind of information that we want to make available to people that are searching for a place to go on a nicer day like today. All right, we're gonna go ahead and get a worm ready. Start moving towards the fishing zone. That's from the bank. sure that we're not tied up anywhere. Oh, there's the heron flying over. Let's sit for a sec. There was a bite. Dirt for these worms to make my hands dry. All right, here we go. Move to the other side here by the fishing, the bank fishing, which I'm interested to see how what it's looking like over here. So you said the other one that we do a lot of the time, there's like a 5 foot difference from where normally the rock level is to the water. Oh yeah, it's about the same. My goodness. Yeah, there's somebody even just sitting down on the rocks. Normally that's where you're fishing at. Or the where you're able to pull fish in at is where that guy's sitting. All right, we are gonna throw over here though real fast. Oh, there's a turtle right here. Better get the line in for that turtle goes after it. Turtles around here are known for going after bait. We're going back over where we started actually to finish off today. Got some photography students out taking pictures of me apparently. The ducks. It's a high school class here doing photography. Good place to do it. Oh, apparently. Maybe it's not even from around here. I think I just lost my worm. I didn't see it. We're almost up where it would be to start trying for some of these bigger perch and things like that. There's the channel cats back here still too. See if we can get any bites back here where we normally can. I said it's odd. Everything is a little different today because of how low the water is. So I'm not sure if the perch are even going to be over here like normal. Oh, well, maybe they are. slight bite. Oh, it's stuck up front. This isn't good. I don't know that I can get that off either. Yeah, it's stuck on the rag I've got up front for driving. Well, this could be interesting. Although close enough to the bank, maybe I'll just get in there real fast. Fix it. This is not a kayak that is stable enough for me to stand up and go fix it. I really do not feel like cutting the line right this second. Pause for a moment. Where'd those scissors I had go? Cut the towel a little bit. All right, there we go. There we go. We're back. We're back. That was an interesting little detour we had to take, but we're back. Let's go ahead and back out of here. There we go. wind is just coming out of nowhere, making this a little harder to do than normal. Not sure if we got them or not. We had bites, but nah, nothing. Almost got the worm off. Almost lost my pole. But this would be the ideal spot because I can definitely just grab it here. Oh, looks like they may have caught one. We are going to crash. But before we do that, we're going to throw this out and just see if there's anybody out here. Then we're going to move up. And there's a duck. There was like no wind when we were here earlier. Yeah, move. Well, we may be done here because I don't know if the wind is going to let me stay safe enough to not to be able to finish out here. So this may be the end. We'll see though. Sad. I'm wondering if this area there's not enough water for the fish. This is normally a lot of panfish, perch, and channels that are in this little section right here. But I don't know. I'm missing about 5 yards or 5 feet worth of water towards the shoreline. We're gonna scoot up. We're gonna try the boat again, and then we're probably gonna be calling it good. I may go use up my bait at a local place that's just shore fishing and maybe get some recording done that way. But otherwise, I think this may be the end. We're gonna see though. We're not quite done. We're gonna try this boat over here again. See if we can't get anything. This wind is just nasty though. Good bait. There we go. We got one on. Woo. That's a good sized perch. Look at this guy. Good sized perch. Slow down. Size perch. Probably a good 10 inches or so. Get down. There we go. I knew there was one in there. I knew there had to be one in there. All right. Well, we'll go back and try that again. Maybe we'll get some more. Yeah, we got a lot left, so we're going to try one more time. And then we're probably going to leave and go to another spot where I can get these runs a little faster. Just because I got about an hour and a half before I got to pick my dog up. Let's try right here real fast before I crash into it. See if there's anybody home here. A lot of times they're just bluegill and sunfish that just sit right here by the pier. All right, let's go ahead and head back over there. Said we're gonna do one more pass, and then we're gonna head out. Well, actually, yeah, we're not even gonna do a full pass. We're gonna just see, and then we're gonna head out. So again, I should be back online on Friday. You guys should go check out our website and everything that we got up now. It's a really long URL, but you can catch it in the bios wherever you're watching. Those of you that are not TikTok watching, you guys can check it out on your screen. There's a QR code, and then there's also in the picture you should be able to see the URL That's really long because we're in beta testing, but again, go check that out. Check out the blogs. We've also got the database up with locations, and we need some more locations. So be sure to fill out the submit form as well. Help some other people out. That's what the goal is, to be able to provide resourcing for people that don't need all the high tech information, but are looking to get out and get active and be able to do stuff and enjoy it, rather than be frustrated all the time when they're not getting it, or things aren't working, or they have information that was faulty, or just they didn't understand and all that. So we want to start building out that database. So please go add some of your favorite locations so that we can start working this stuff out. Again, if you want to help support it, patreon.com. Got bites again. Patreon.com/Misfits Outdoors. And there's all sorts of benefits and exclusive merchandise and all sorts of different stuff like that for our Patreon subscribers. We got another one. Ooh, this guy's big too. Not bad. Got another one. I hadn't even had time to change the screen over here, so we're gonna do this real fast. And then this guy line down here in the water. I put this globe on backwards, but it's okay. Maybe it's okay. Not quite as big as the last one, but decent size. There he goes. So yeah, go check out all that stuff. Patreon.com/Misfits Outdoors. Go look at the website wherever you want to go find the link for that. And then help us out, build out that location database. Let us know also if you've got topics for us to work on blogs for. We've got some right now that are like how to tell the difference between a largemouth and a smallmouth bass. I'm trying to remember the other ones we did. How to tell the difference between, or what's the difference between bluegill and sunfish and all that kind of stuff. There's also one on water safety. Why the one thing that you don't want to cheap out on is your PFD, the life jacket. And then I think there's just a basic like getting started and all that kind of stuff. So we are going to go ahead and we still have that worm on. I can't put it back in the dirt until it's gone. So we're gonna throw another one out here. Same spot, same strategy. See if we can't get another. Ooh, I missed him on that one. He may come back though. No, I missed him completely. We're gonna have to try again. See if he'll come back. Back up. We know there's one in there because he just went at us a second ago. There's some very upset dogs on the other side of the lake. So yeah, again, go check out if you're interested. Be on the website. There's also patreon.com/Misfits Outdoors, which gives you a bunch of perks and benefits and some extra merch items. You can support anything from $1 to $100. We're planning on for certain levels, even if we've got enough people, doing some extra live streams just for them. So go check out all of that. Let's see, I think we might have one on. All right, we're almost done here, guys. Said we should be back on Friday for Kingdom on the Road. What up, bass or bass? It's hard. So this is the thing with you, Bass Booze Music, is that because you have music in the title, it makes me think that it should be bass. Even though I know it's not. I know for a fact it's bass. Having bass and music in the title just automatically makes my brain say he's talking about bass. So we're gonna make one more pass with this worm. And then we are going to be calling this stream done. Hey, thanks for the gifts. We're going to hopefully get one more perch. We got one that keeps playing. This wind is just making it really hard to do anything. So we should have time. Well, maybe we won't have to have the time. Maybe I should just stick this one out because by the time I get together, I may not have time to even do the other spot. Oh, good. The wind saved me on that. I almost ended up in the boat. presence on the street shore end. Yep, got a bite. Not sure if I got it or not. Just not. The wind's making this difficult to tell even if I've got a bite on or not. Well, the wind, I think, is telling me that it's time to go because it's going to make it impossible for me to do this anymore. Not sure if it's on or not. It may just be tiny. It's the other issue. Nope. But did get the worm off, so we're good to leave now. Alright, let's cast out there just to see if anything was to clean off the nipple that's left. We're gonna be heading out. So, like I said, we make sure you're following us everywhere. Check out the website. Go ahead and add some locations in there as well. That way we can start building up that database a little bit beyond just Northeast Ohio. And help other people be able to get out and do some stuff, all that good things. We're gonna paddle back, get out, and then we'll see. I should have just enough time to use up the last of my bait at the creek location down the street, but I probably will not go live for that. Probably record it, that way we've got some more footage, but yeah, check out the website, check out all of our pages. Make sure you also go subscribe wherever you're watching. Those of you over on the non-TikTok side, subscribe to whatever channel you're watching to be able to go. We stream to most of these channels most of the time, so we're part of the KFM Broadcasting Network. Whenever we go live, we typically go live there as well. That's also where you'll be able to catch Kingdom on the Road. The Misfits channels, the regular Misfits channels, we oftentimes will go ahead and stream there until we get the other YouTube channel built up. And then Overwhelming Victory also is the other network that we're a part of. And so you can find us there once or twice a month normally. We don't stream there all the time, but we do stream there a little bit. So be sure to check out all of that good stuff. Check out the website again. See if you guys are able to help us build out those channels as well. The databases, all that. Goes either on Fishbrain. Come find me. It's Misfits Outdoors on there also. We're about to get to the beach area here and hopefully be good to go to the next spot. Here it was. So again, go check out the website. Go check us out on Patreon. Go check us out on Facebook, Instagram, all that good stuff. Kid just about took out another kid with a rock there. And we have landed. So we'll see you all later.